Hello, how are you doing? It's been a while. Haven't come on with a Zoom for a bit. I was wanting to do them maybe a couple of times a week, but we weren't getting participation at the time. So this is more of an update, coming a week and a half or so after the big event in Nashville, and that was just incredible. 2 full days and a half day additional, and all of the top people were there and some of the top presenters. And let me slide back a little bit so you don't have to. Maybe I'll just take my glasses off because all I'm getting is a reflection. And now my hair is all messed up, but let's see if I can fix that a little bit for you. I don't know, wants to go over to the other side. Hey, at least now you know it's real, it's not a wig. So okay, let me see. I'm just going to pause for a minute and go get my hairbrush. It looks like crap. So, okay, I'm back. There we go. Is that better? Somewhat better. Okay, see, it's a hairbrush. All right. So, I wasn't too worried about my hair when I was there. I was just there taking notes and listening and paying attention and absorbing everything I could, taking a lot of screenshots. And since it was a theater style presentation, we were in the dark a lot of the times. And sometimes they didn't even really want us taking notes, but I tried to at least jot down a few things because it's the only way I can remember it. Like I'm a visual person, and I do remember some of what I hear, but if I don't see it, I just don't retain it. That's the way I learned all of my music. I would like literally photograph the music in front of me in my mind, and when I would perform, I would be seeing the pages, flipping the pages, seeing what part of the page I was on. And that's the way I had to do it, because if I heard it, that would be more instinct. I might make mistakes, but if I could see it, I could see the rhythms, the words, the breaks. And granted, I had to work at it. It didn't happen just like in a flash. Some of my colleagues could almost learn an entire role like in 3 days. I had to work a little harder. And so I wanted to address a couple of things here, just prior to doing a recap of what happened and what's coming up for you guys. And one is like one of the big keys, I think, is like getting into action. And so I'll tell you, like in my music career, I had read that kind of a little bit prior to getting hired on, like at the Met, and starting my career. And so I had read a book that was called um, the Power of Positive Thinking, by Napoleon Hill and W. Clement Stone. And in that, he talked about one of the factors was getting into action. And I think, excuse me, success through a positive mental attitude. Let me get the title right. So, but and he also has another book, The Success System That Never Fails. Those are great things to read. They were great then, they're great today. And I'm not sure too many people have like really equaled or surpassed that. But every time a new book comes out, everyone has to get on the bandwagon of the latest guy. So anyway, aside from that, so what I did, when I got hired, I'm sure that people think, oh, Tommy has a good voice, and well, let's see what he's going to do. And so they would give me assignments, and I knew, like, well, rehearsal's coming up. I better produce. I better be prepared. So every morning when I'd get up after breakfast, I would sit and I would like dig into the score, pronouncing the words, drilling the words, doing them in rhythm, translating them, memorizing the scene, memorizing the entrances, thinking about my character and how I was going to portray the part, little by little increments every day. And that getting into action was absolutely essential. It didn't matter, like, oh, I don't feel like it today. I want to go shopping. I see Macy's is having a sale. I'm going to go to Macy's. And I didn't do that. Every day I was up and at it, up and at it. And then when the day came, like, I knew I was prepared. I was very confident, because I was prepared. There's nothing like preparation to give you confidence and security, and also focus when you're doing it. and then you're really not too afraid. You just go out there and you deliver because you know, like, hey, I'm ready. So I think it's the same thing in our business. Like you come in, you work with Todd and Robert Hollis and some of these leaders, and they may think, oh, like that Tommy, he's a pretty nice guy, kind of like him. And then what they want to do, they want to see, okay, show me what you got. And that's what I'm looking for in myself, is like holding up a mirror. Okay, Tom, show me what you got. Where's your rank? Where's your team? What's happening? Where are you headed next? And things like that. So one way you can show what you've got is by getting on the webinars, like the A-Team. Signed up for that. I've been on several of those, and I think maybe even when you're on one, hopefully you retain 10 to 20% of what's there, but you have to keep restudying it. Another way you show what you got is when we have big events and big webinars. You go to the event. You have to pay for the ticket, you have to pay for the travel, you have to pay for the hotel, and it might be more money than you're making or more than you have, but it's an investment that you need to make. And for example, I always mention I went to Juilliard, and it's a very prestigious conservatory, and it was an investment that I had to make in terms of the work. Grace of God, my parents had the money to invest to send me there, but it was still like, well, let's see what you got. So you still had to produce. You had to like show that you deserve to be there. You're always a little bit under the microscope because they could kick you out at any time. If you didn't do the work, didn't matter. You're gone. And it's that kind of, it's a professional school in a sense. So you had to be productive. And so also we have coming up this Saturday, and I'll put the link up for you in just a little bit. Instead of doing the Super Saturday last week, because it was the 4th weekend and people were traveling and stuff, we're doing it this weekend. I believe, what is that, the 9th? And so you definitely want to be on there. That's like, show me what you got. Be on the webinars, be on the Super Saturdays, go to the events and start ranking up. So let's jump to that topic. So here is the thing. I brought in a lot of people, and so over a couple of my downline, people who come in and they seem to think it's free, let's get in, we don't have to do anything. It's like, no, it's free to get in. You have access to all the training, the funnels, the capture pages, the resources, the kind of rebroadcasts of some of the things from some of the events. But that's just to support you. But you really need to go in and buy some product. One of our latest videos suggests 550 BV, and that's about $700–800 worth of product. That maybe doesn't work for everyone, but the 10+2 system and the 10x10 system is the way to rank up fast. And if a person is going to come in, they've got to spend at least 100 BV, so around $130 to $160. Maybe they want to spend like, I say $100 to $300 range is what you need to plan to invest. And you should be using those products anyway. We have the CBD, we have the new 100, the drink has all the vitamins and proteins right in there for your morning drink. That's one of the things I'm ordering next. They have the new Snap product line with really some great things. It has vitamins, it has anti-aging, and let's see, it has nitric acid, improves your blood flow and makes you more alert, probably helps your passion. So it has a lot of benefits right there. We also have the fuel factor. Gas is still very high. It's lower than it was. That's a trick the politicians do. They make it $4 a gallon and they bring it down to $2.90. Oh, look, it's come down. It's not really come down. It's gone way up from where it used to be. It's a trap. And this has begun to happen in some other countries in the world where gas is really soaring and skyrocketing in Africa, and people are buying that fuel factor. I can't imagine why anyone would not use a fuel factor when you get between 10 and 20, maybe 25% better fuel economy on average. The life expectancy of your motor, of your car, will be like 40% better, that you will get at least a third better emissions. We have some talk about pollution and global warming. However you are on that discussion, if we can have less pollution, it's got to be better. So if everyone reduced their auto emissions by 30%, they wouldn't have to be talking about taking our cars and all the other stuff. So we have a lot of good products, and we have the CBD. They have a hand cream, they have a body lotion, they have shampoo. There's the sprays. The daily sprays are really inexpensive. You could get a couple of 3 of those. I know Candice Bird Davis says use the Trim 365 3 times a day before you eat, 6 sprays before each meal. And people are losing weight on that like crazy. You don't have to go to Ozempic, whatever that is, that crazy thing. That's a drug, and you have to inject it in your leg. Who wants to do that? I don't want to inject anything in me. I just do a little spray. It doesn't hurt. And then we have, the XE Trim. I still prefer the pink one to the other one. And that's very inexpensive. $39 for a bag of 30 sticks. How hard is that? So there's like 3 or 4 things a person could get to easily get to that 100 BV, 150 BV. And so if you have 10 people doing that, and there you already, that's 1K, by the way. And then if each one of them sees the light and they do it, then they're all going to hit 1K, and you're going to be at 10K. And so now roughly with that volume, you're going to be making around $1,000 a month. I know when you hit 1K, there is some jump start and fast start bonuses and things. So you can get between like 680 and 780, somewhere in there when you hit, if you do it fast. And then everyone sees the light and does it again. And then 10 times 10 times 10 is 100 times 100. That's 100K, 100,000 a month. And you get roughly 10% of that volume, which is $10,000 a month, and that's $120,000 a year. So I don't see why everyone is not excited about that, even more so than the product. We have all the great products now. We have the marketplace. We have all kinds of things coming in. We have the Eclogix platform. We have the travel platform. If you forgot about travel, buy one of those packages and get a discount. People are just out there just shelling money out at the airport and the hotel and not even thinking about they could be saving, 20, 40, even higher amounts on their costs. So I don't know if maybe the hot weather is making everybody brain dead or something. But if you really think about that, I'm talking about that more than the products. The products are great. I mean, they're a given. They're proven. They don't let something in that's not really very well vetted and worthy. Maybe if some things don't sell after a while, they might be dropped from the lineup. That's happens with anything. Any company will do that. But we have a huge range of product already. We don't have to worry about what's coming next. They're like, well, how come you don't have this? How come you don't have that? So what? We have enough. We have enough for 3 or 4 products. You could go with the spray and the fuel factor and the XE Trim, and boom, you'd easily be able to hit 200 bonus volume. Imagine if you hit 200 bonus volume and you do the 10 by the 10 by the 10, you'd be almost at 250K. Let's see, 10% of that. Oh, that'd only be $25,000 a month. I know it'd be hard to make it on that, but some of you could make that work probably. So, I mean, really, if you put that in people's mind, I don't understand. They're thinking about, oh, I need to get a job, or I need to cut back, or I'm going to buy the cheaper car, and we'll see what's on sale down at Walmart. If it has a coupon and it's on sale, we might get it. That's fine to think about discounts and sales and things. I mean, I do that too, but think of the bigger picture. What kind of vision do you have? Think of like Jenna Zweigel's always talking about, make a dream and a vision so big that it scares you. And in my music career, I did that for a while. I had this dream, like I'm going to sing at the Met. When I was in high school, I told people I'm going to go to the Metropolitan Opera and sing there. And they're, oh, Tom, that's not going to happen. Get real, Tom. I mean, you need to get a job somewhere. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to graduate after high school? Are you going to college? Or are you going to start working at the gas station? People had no concept. But I felt inside of me I could do it. And I had a struggle and had to take the steps, had basic talent, but so what? People want to see, well, show me what you got. They don't care how much talent you have. They care what can you produce. And what does Todd talk about? Personal production. Duh. And I ask myself that every day. Am I doing what's personal productive? So the main thing is to talk to more people, spend less time talking to people, find out, hey, do you ever consider at all take options outside of what you're currently doing to make more money? And some people will. And or you can use Robert Hollis's approach. Like, would you do me a huge personal favor? Would you help me out? Who do you know that needs to make extra money in this economy right now? And who do you know? Then begin to get some leads, even if that person. And then if the person says, "What is this?" "Oh, are you interested?" And then say, "Look, let me send you a video that kind of overview what we have, and it'd be possible for you to get involved as a free affiliate. And we have prime products that can change your life, and share that with people. And if they have a couple of friends that could use that, they could actually get a payday by next Thursday." There are all kind of ways to do this, and you just have to practice a little bit what you're going to say, so you don't stumble along too badly. And do it with love and enthusiasm, and caring about other people, because there are people out there just hoping that you will come along today and offer them something that would help change their life. So that's something to think about. Get into action. And it's like my mantra every day. I was just going crazy over the holidays, because you can't catch people a lot of times. You call them and they're, "Hey dude, I'm on the Wave Rider," or whatever. And it's like, "Oh, I'll call you later." So now, I don't know, to me the next big vacation basically is Thanksgiving. And that's really only 1 or 2 days, and then Christmas. So we have a long stretch here. We can reach out and talk to a lot of people. I think Chris Robinson at the event said when he got started, he talked to 4,000 people in 90 days. That's roughly about 50 people a day. So that's kind of what it takes. Buy leads, make a list, talk to people at the gas pump, be real nice. Don't be threatening. Don't be like a spammer. Don't be like accosting people. That's one reason I got a business card. So when I'm talking to strangers, like, what is this? Do I know you? I'd show my business card and said, hey, bro, I was just thinking about, I'm saving money on gas, and it pains me to see other people paying more than they have to. And I thought I'd just share the idea with you. Take a look at my website, and hey, if you're interested, let's talk later. But if you do it in a friendly way and you're obviously not threatening, you might catch some people. So, okay. So I'm going to post some things up here in a minute, so you can see I can do the screen share. This Saturday at My Daily Choice MDC Upline Support with Todd Falcone, we're having an event. I'm going to put that up. And so let me go down here to, if I can find it, my screen share, and see. Oh, there I am. Ba-da-da-dum. Let me see here. Get this little baby going. Okay. All right. So this is My Daily Choice A-Team. You should all be on this. This is a few things I posted. Entrepreneurship is living a few years of life like most people won't, so that you can spend the rest of your life like most people can't. That means just put out, get into action all the time. I think you have to be in action all the time. I did make a couple of little, just a little thoughts here. You might want to look at it, talking about, check your gauges: mindset, habits, visualization, association. What are you projecting? And how are you communicating? Things like that. Just some things to think about that I think about, that I thought, well, maybe it would help some people. If not, you can delete it. It's up to you. And here's another, about, noticing people who slack off and people who don't. And then what do they get? And there we are. There's the sprays. This is what Candace takes every day. And so that's an 8-pack. You can order the 8-pack for $1.99. So there you go. That's your 90 PV, and great stuff. So, all right. I love this. No one is going to knock on your door and force you to be successful. You have to go out there and fight it. Yeah, nobody's come to my front door and said, "Hey, Tom, can you show me how to get rich?" No one showed up today. Gratitude is the healthiest of all emotions. The more you express gratitude for what you have, the more likely you'll have even more to express gratitude for. And that's true. Our parents, our teachers, our mentors, our friends, there are just so many. Hey, there's Lynn King. Hello, Lynn. Hello, friends. So this is like something from the from the event. It's a little video. So if you can find that on my page, Girl on the Couch, I think that's Snow White on the couch and Dr. Freud. So it's one of the skits, very interesting. And he says, ready to fuel your burning desire for personal growth and transformation. Here's something that Robert Hollis put up, win, win, win. Who do you know? This is also from the event. Oh no, this is, excuse me, this is from July 4th. Great, God bless America. This is from the event here. And this is Candice Bird Davis. Okay, so now let me jump over here, because Todd just put this up, I think, today. And hopefully everyone's going to be on it. Let's see if I can bring that up. Oops. Here we are. There we are. Look at that. Todd Falcone, Super Saturday. Look at who we have on it for this week. So 8 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Central, 11 for those on the East Coast. Todd Falcone, David Skultety, Dr. Danny McGrady, and Demond Coleman. This is going to be hot. This is going to have to be at least an hour and a half to 2 hours. So there you go. I need to, I don't know how to put this on my page. I guess maybe, let's see, I can, let's see if I can copy this. I'll copy that link and then I'll put it up on my other page. So, and I had put that also. I just thought that was great music. So that's what's coming up. And I've already put up on the page earlier some of the new products we have, and there's more coming all the time. So let me stop the share. I got one other thing I want to point out. So the new Ekagics Gold Bot. So it's Ekagics goldbot.com. Gold, GOLDBOT.com. Ekagicsgoldbot.com. And so that's on Telegram. I don't know how many of you are on the Telegram platform. So I don't think I have it on my computer. I have it on my phone, but they have a lot of information about the Ekagics, about daily trades and what people are making. Please understand, here's a disclaimer. There's no guarantees when you do speculative investing or trading. You could lose all of your money. You might lose all of your money. The fantastic results people are getting are by no means typical. But who knows what you can do? Even the money that people make in My Daily Choice, it's a lot of the top money is not typical, but depends on effort and talent. And if you do all of those things right, then you get lucky. You don't get lucky just, you know, like out of the blue. Okay, so I did hear of one in about 2 months. A person put in like $100,000 and they had an $84,000 win after 2 months. So the returns can be anywhere from 10 to 20 to 40% a month. In other words, kind of returns you see in a year or two, you can see in a month or two with this platform potentially, because they have an algorithm bot that does the tradings 24/7. You don't have to worry about it. The bot has got figured out when to buy, when to sell, what to select, what to get rid of. And that's how it works. So you can set it up and then let it run. I would keep an eye on it, you know, but it's pretty amazing. It's something that Josh Swagel had worked on in different ways for up to 6 years. And you also have Matty Pipp, who is our Ekagics guy, the top Ekagics guy. So you can buy the program and study it for $99 a month. It's a membership. And then you can get the top program for $199 a month. Or you can save and buy a year's for $19.99. And, you know, for the $199, you get like $40 if you sell one. If you sell a $199, you get a $19.99, you get $400 and one time. And that's your jump start on that. And then subsequent months, you know, that goes into your binary. Okay. All right, so I think I'm explaining that right. So, okay. So that's a pretty exciting thing. This is available in Europe and in Africa. And so you want to promote that overseas to everyone you can find. I'm starting to reach out to people. I hope they see it. You know, the problem is now everyone thinks every opportunity is a scam. or spam. You know, it's like, it's amazing. People are just so brainwashed. They think Netflix is a win-win-win, but the chance to be, you know, your own boss and have financial independence is a spam or a scam. So I don't know. And I get spammed a lot too. And the people on it, the ones doing it, they're just so stupid. No one's going to fall for them. I would think what we have is pretty obvious. We have something special. Okay, come across it, you know it's special. And if they don't get it, say, hey, you know, check it out, circle back, let me know. Should I get back to you in a couple of months, see if you're open to this or not? Let me know. Okay. So also in Africa, as I mentioned before, fuel has gone up a lot. Let people know about the fuel factor to run those generators that they use in a lot of African villages, and also just cars. I don't know, something like $10 a gallon or some crazy thing. You know, it's gone way up. And if you've noticed, Iran keeps trying to hijack more oil tankers. If they take a couple out or hijack them or whatever happens, that's going to drive, you know, gas prices up again. Doesn't only takes one event to give them an excuse to drive it up, and we're going to be paying. But, you know, I still get 100 to 110 miles extra per tank full up in my car using this stuff. I'm not giving it up. And I get about 3 months out of a bottle. So I don't know. It's like Josh says, put $5 in, get $20 in savings back. Where do you get that anywhere else? Nowhere. So I don't know. I mean, we got everything going. It just matter. Talk to people. People are going to say no. They're going to shut you down. What is this? Who are you? Why should I look at this? And you just got to be honest and let them see you're coming from a good place and you care about them, and just say, look, you know, who do you know? And as Robert Hollis often says, right person, right time. So, you know, that's it. Might have the right person, wrong time. Or you might have the wrong person, but the right time. It doesn't matter. You know, those got to intersect. And I don't know, to me, that's like 1 to 3% of the people you reach. So numbers cannot be hard. Maybe, you know, like Jim Rohn used to say, as you get better at closing, I think, you know, he said you start out, you might get 1 out of 10, 1 out of 20. And I think later on he was succeeding at something. I hope I have my numbers right, something like 8 out of 10, because his skill at presenting and maybe his confidence of what he presented himself was getting better. And so he was, you know, having more success. But you start out with a little tiny success as you get better. Just like my singing and auditions, I might have blown a few first auditions. I didn't know how to show up dressed well, prepared well. You know, I thought I had a good voice and that's all it needed. I didn't know, like, hey, they're looking for a lot more than that, Tom. And then I would come like super well prepared, like very professional. And then I started getting almost every audition I went for, getting hired, getting the gig. But I had to work up to it. And the same thing with this. You have to earn the right to close, you know, more prospects into affiliates. So, all right. So I blabbed a lot today. Hopefully most of you know everything I've talked about already. And I just wanted to put this out there just for the handful of people I have that are actually taking action and doing something. And I'll send this to some of you individually, and then I'm going to put it on my My Daily Choice A-Team page. I took the A-Team idea from Todd Falcone as inspiration from him, and in honor of him. And I feel that a lot of my success in where I'm at and where I'm going, you know, I give credit to Todd Falcone and Robert Hollis, and to Josh and Jenna, and a few other people that I also follow, like Candace Bird Davis and Aaron Parker, Damon Coleman. All those people are great mentors, and then people that influenced me in the past that I respect in the industry. So, okay. And that's it. Thanks for listening. Say hello. Some of you I saw at the event. I miss you. It's too bad you're not close. We'd go have a coffee together. And all right. Till next time, have a great rest of the week, and see you on Saturday. Okay. All right. And there will probably be a replay, because I know sometimes Saturday morning doesn't mesh with everyone. See if you can get on live for part of it, and then they'll put a replay up later that day or the next day. So, all right. I've got to go. Bye.